What's up, y'all? I was in bed right now, and I think today I'm gonna record a YouTube video, and it's something exciting, if I do say so myself. I'm in LA right now, and I went to I think you know about Sammy's camera, and I bought something that is overdue of me buying. And I bought a new speed light, but not just any speed light. I got the Profoto A10. For the past good amount of years, I've been using my Canon 580EX, and it's a little dated. And just in general, I always like to have backups of everything. I like to have doubles. I didn't have a speed light double. I had a little one I got in the past year, but I needed a real one, and I needed to upgrade in general because, you know, it's been a few years. You got to keep your equipment ready to rumble, can't have any incidents. And I was like, which one should I buy? Which one should I buy? And I'm in LA right now for a great job I'm really excited about. And I went and bought the Profoto A10 because I've been hearing a lot about it. I see more and more people using it. The images are great. I love the Profoto systems, and it's my first time like actually buying something of it, and I'm happy. I'm happy. I've only tested it a little bit inside the hotel, but I have a friend coming right now to take some shots, and I thought it could be a good chance to make a little video, or at least a little BTS video. We'll see what happens. But I think we're just gonna have fun today. You know, no expectations, no big plan. Just get the flow moving, and that way we can get some nice images out of it too. We can practice, keep our eyes sharp, and also prepare and make sure we're set to go for the job this week. Yo, I'm back and having a little lunch. What's it called? I got a little distracted shooting, or I guess the opposite, a little too focused in. So I didn't take any clips. But I can tell you the main stuff of what I thought what the difference was between my Canon Speedlight and this one. Before I do that though, check out my crazy on-the-go meal. I'm getting ready for my job this evening, and I'm watching some of that Uzumaki. What I thought was that the Profoto Speedlight that I got, the main things that I would say are noticeable differences compared to the Canon Speedlight I was using, the 580EX2, was number one, the user-friendly interface. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's much easier to use the Profoto one than the other one. Substantially easier. Like, I feel like if I would have just used this one from the beginning, I would have gotten it a lot quicker. But at the same time, like, I mean, I guess it's easier for me too because I already had an idea, but in general, it's just like way easier to use. Also, the fact that in my older Speedlight, I don't have like a light, so there had been instances where if it was too dark, it'd be really hard to focus. And you know, maybe this is more common in other Speedlights too, but since this is my first upgrade in a while, it's new to me, and that was a huge one that I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of. But you could probably find that in other ones. I know the price point is a bit controversial on the Profoto A10. But I don't know. I mean, I just think I don't know. I was like looking at the EL1 Canon between that one and this one, But I also heard that for over a year they have had it unavailable on the site, and it's like, do they even make it anymore? And I was like, whatever, man. Profoto's great, the light's great, it's an investment. You know, it's all part of the game. Gotta put in the money to make the money. So I'm happy with it, and I'm about to go test it out in the field. The test went well the other day, but today is the job in a few moments, and I'm about to go put it to the real deal test. So bon appetit. So the job today is with it's with Paul Smith, and it's really dope. And I've talked about it before that I love when brands like, you know, put importance on their photographers and stuff too. And, you know, shout out to them. Like, they've been super lovely to me, incredible, and they dressed me for this evening tonight, which I think is super great. I'm gonna show you what we got going on this week's vlog. You see it? We got the pants and the vest and the glasses, but these obviously won't be on when I'm shooting, you feel me? It's more like a, you know, a thoughtful detail. Anyways, I'm ready to go now, so y'all wish me luck, and I'll show you some of the images in a few moments. What's up, guys? I'm coming in from London right now. I just wanted to make some final notes after using the Profoto A10 a little bit more in depth for the event. There were a lot of shots I would take where with the speed light I'd be used to a little bit more spread of light. With the A10 it felt like it was a little bit more kind of focused on the person and darker around. But then again, there's a zoom ring on the A10, and maybe I haven't experimented enough with it. That all being said, the price point for it is a little bit astronomical, and would I recommend it? I don't necessarily think I would. You know, for me, for the type of stuff that I do, you know, whatever, so be it, it's worth having it. Because I don't even know why, but just like, I guess for me the biggest pros are like the durability, the strength, that you can really feel it's solid. It has a modeling light to help in really dark situations to focus. You can use it with your phone. There's an app with Profoto, you can use it, and my friend does it all the time, and it's great for him. I wouldn't use it much, but I know a lot of you would. You know, I also bought the Connect Go, I think it is called, or I think it's just called the Connect, and that's basically the trigger that goes on top of your camera, and you can use it as, you know, move it around, whatever it is. Before I used to use the cable with the speed light, but now with the Connect I can kind of have much more range of flexibility of where I'm moving it around. Some people like to hold it in their hand. I mean, I guess at that point, if you're gonna do that, get one of them, you know, get the B10 or get the, I think it's like the A1 or whatever, if you're gonna hold it in one hand and hold the camera in the other. But for somebody like me, I don't like, I guess it's pretty heavy, you know, and I don't like to be carrying and like really just doing the most with that. But I know a lot of people who do, and it works for them. Like I'll do something like that if it's like on a set with an assistant and they're holding the light and I'm holding the camera. But for me, holding all of them at once, you know what I'm saying, I'm not an octopus. The biggest con is the price point. You know, it's not really feasible for somebody who's entry-level beginner, and it's also really not worth it in my opinion. if I was gonna recommend the flash for an entry point beginner, it would really be an older speed light. Maybe even the one I had, I would probably recommend the one I had over the 430 EX. Or really anything else. There's so many other options. So I'm not gonna lie, I was more than happy with my 580 EX. I guess the only things that I would say were an issue with that one for me per se was that when it was really dark, it had a hard time focusing. And even more so on the R5 for some reason than my 90D, which is strange. And there's not really like a way to have a constant light to help with the focusing. And that's another thing, when I did use a constant light on the Profoto to help with the focusing, it helped, but it was hella bright. Like the people I used it with were like, whoa, it's too bright. And so I don't know if there's a way to reduce it, or if at that point it's like basically unusable in a situation like that. But it wasn't ideal that bright, but better than not having any on the 580. Another thing is your battery situation. You got to use rechargeable batteries or Duracells, and obviously, you know, these last a little bit less. The Profoto has the lithium chargeable batteries, last longer. One last thing too, and I was wondering this before I used it, was is there a big difference with shooting with the Canon Speedlight, which is a bit more rectangle, and the Profoto one, which is a bit more circular? And in my opinion, I could see it a bit, and particularly this image. And it wasn't really like a make or break for me. It didn't really change that much, but maybe for somebody else it would. Going back to the whole thing about light, having the constant light option for focusing purposes, theoretically you could use theoretically you could use that feature for video filming as well. And that's something that, but again, I gotta find out if you can tweak, if you can go less power or more power, because that'll really make a difference in how I view that feature. But overall, yo, I hope you enjoyed this, you know, really real person review. I always bring it here on this channel by not focusing on the tech nonsense. Not that it's nonsense, but you know, sometimes people get too lost in the tech, but they forget about the real user experience and how it performs in the field, and you know, going for what you're really going to be expecting from a product. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. Sorry if I've been a little bit shy on the video today. It's just I'm on Airbnb today, so you know, your boy's a little bit shy, but all right, fine.